Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of July, 2021, and we're carrying out our regular morning update on the news, financials, and gold and silver prices. The US equity markets were closed yesterday, and not much is happening to UK and European markets this morning, all of which are broadly down 0.25%. Now, before we look at today's economic data, a belated birthday shout-out to Grant, who was 31 last Friday. And his sister Selena wrote to me saying that he walks around the house with a megaphone giving trade news in my voice. What a liberty! I should charge some form of royalty. How dare he impersonate me? No, only kidding. I have to admit, many people think my voice is fake. But I would have to be a darned good actor to fake this accent for the number of years this channel has been running. Grant, I'm flattered you emanate me, and perhaps when this gets a bit too much, I might even write the scripts for you to do the broadcast instead of me. I hope you had a great day, and thank you to Selena for writing. Grossing on your brother in that way, tut 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 tut. Anyway, a bit of fun. Let's take a look at what is happening this Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday morning, 9:27 a.m. A few clouds gathering, though so far it is dry. We look out of the window and receive a fresh breeze flowing through the room. But what's happening in the room of the news? Well, headline on Bloomberg this morning, OPEC Plus in crisis as spectre of harmful infighting looms again, and we referred to this yesterday. They cannot agree on output figures. This is the manipulative cartel determining the price of oil, when we all know, in reality, it should be $20 to $30 a barrel. They've got it pretty well fixed mid-70s, aiming for 80s. Some analysts predicting it could even rise to 100. All in an environment where we're supposed to be cutting back. UK is easing COVID rules, bringing businesses fresh concerns. Won't go into that today, but it's essentially allowing people to go out, mix in far greater numbers, and issues with masks as well. But the important one we wanted to look at here is this one. When will China rule the world? Maybe never. The Communist Party wants the world to see China's continued rise as inevitable. It's anything but. So we'll have a quick look at the two main headlines. OPEC in crisis. OPEC Plus was plunged into crisis as a worsening fight between Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates blocked an oil supply increase. What happens next will determine whether the breakdown of talks, which sent Brent crude climbing toward $80 a barrel, could escalate into a conflict as bitter and destructive as last year's price war. At stake is the stability of the global economic recovery amid growing inflationary pressures and the ability of the Producers' Alliance to retain its hard-won control over the oil market. This is going to be quite interesting. After several days of tense talks, OPEC countries and its allies abandoned their Monday meeting. A disagreement over how to measure production cuts upended a tentative deal to boost output and swiftly devolved into an unusually personal and public spat between Saudi Arabia and the UAE. But let's look at China. What's happening here? Are they going to rule the world? When will China overtake the US to become the world's biggest economy? Few questions are more consequential, whether it's for executives wondering where long-term profits will come from, investors weighing the dollar's status as global reserve currency, or generals strategizing over geopolitical flashpoints. In Beijing, where they've just been celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party, leaders are doing their best to present the baton change as imminent and inevitable. The Chinese nation, President Xi Jinping said last week, is marching towards a great rejuvenation at an unstoppable pace. We may do a video on this subject. If not today, then perhaps tomorrow. So, looking at BBC News, new COVID rules for England, schools to be set out. It's expecting the testings of pupils will replace the need to send entire class bubbles home. Germany to lift ban on UK visitors, so we can travel to Germany. And I think, broadly, as far as news is concerned, frankly, that's about it. It's pretty sad, really. In terms of the United States, Superman director Richard Donner dies aged 91. Condolences to his family. He's made directed some very great films indeed. And again, really, more about the fires in Canada. And I think really the piece that caught our attention was the gang behind the huge cyber attack. Attack demands 70 million in Bitcoin. There we go. It comes to something when they want Bitcoin rather than dollars. The gang behind a colossal ransomware attack has demanded $70 million paid in Bitcoin in return for a universal decryptor that it says will unlock the files of all victims. The REvil, or R-Evil Group, claims its malware, which initially targeted US IT firm Kaseya, has hit 1 million systems. This number has not been verified and the exact total of victims is unknown. So the future threats for the global economy are viruses, chemical and technological. So we mentioned oil, let's have a look. Well, prices obviously have fallen back a little bit here. So we have Brent crude at 77.68 and we have WTI crude at 76.80. WTI is up $2. Up $1.64, up 2.1%. And Brent crude is up half. What's happened to the dollar index? Well, we can see it's actually still in positive territory above 92 at 92.21. Important economic news today. Market services and ISM services PMIs. We shall watch out. Obviously, hopefully everyone had a great Independence Day holiday yesterday and celebration Sunday. And then we have the FOMC meeting and the job openings tomorrow. Looking at prices, clearly what's been happening has bolstered gold prices up above 1800, key area, key psychological target area. Remember, closed at 1792 on Friday. We're now up $13.76 on the day. Silver is up, but not as much as gold. Silver's up to 26.63, but showing us quite clearly that it's now firmly entrenched, at least for now, in the $26 area. Bearing in mind, closed Friday at 26.48. And Bitcoin actually coming down, but it has had quite a large rise, down £986, and in dollars, it's actually down $1,031 on the day. If we look at the week figure, it's down 365, and we look at a month, and it's down 2,187. What we have found is that Bitcoin has been sort of meandering within a relatively tight band of about $5,000, except 3 weeks ago when it did actually, or just nearly 4 now, 41,000, and has been as low as 28. But it's operating generally within a band of about 31 to 36,500. Well, that's it for now. Short and sweet. Looking at our videos we produced yesterday, Monday morning update. We did produce the update for the week called Independence Day on Sunday. And is the fascination for online trading apps healthy or dangerous? Doesn't seem to have sparked the imagination, but nevertheless, we're quite pleased with that video. Now tomorrow we'll be launching our first video on the Crypto Plus channel, so if you haven't subscribed to that, please do so. Nikki is coming in today to reveal her portfolio, which we shall film, and then we shall put it out tomorrow. If I get time to do it today, I shall, but I have to admit I'm not totally certain I will have time to do that. And we shall be publishing at least 3 or 4 videos on that channel every week. If I can achieve 5, I will do that as well. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't done so, please hopefully give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, press the bell sign. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day. Disclaimer. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.